If I were to ask you, do you know what you want? Could you tell me? For example, what kind of car do you want to drive? Do you know where you would live if money were no option? Could you describe the woman of your dreams? Okay, if the answer is yes, have you considered the cost? Have you considered what you have to exchange for what you think you really want? If you haven't considered the cost, let me show you why that's dangerous, especially for women out of your league. Drew, let's get it. When you think of the amazing woman that's the girl of your dreams, let me take a guess at what she looks like. She's fine. She's kind of curvy, beautiful smile, probably long hair. She's feminine, but she's got just enough attitude that you know she has your back. Here's the problem. Everyone else sees that as well, and she knows everyone else sees it. She's used to being the it girl. She's overwhelmed by attention, yet often, interestingly, she craves it as well. It sounds like an oxymoron, but let's go deeper with an analogy. Imagine you're a rock star, and everywhere you go, people want your autograph. Sounds fun, right? It's fun the first day, maybe even the first month. But after a while, it gets tiring. You love your fans, so you put on the brave face. You may even kind of dig the attention. You're a words of affirmation person, so you appreciate it. Here's the thing, even with you loving the attention, it gets tiring, but it becomes normal. There's really nothing that separates any one fan from another, which brings us to the first problem with the girl out of your league. She doesn't value attention. You're going to have to understand that you have to be different. Your difference is going to have to be a stark contrast to her fans for her to notice you. It could be your confidence and charisma, right? That's what we talk about here. But a lot of guys have those things. You're going to need a differentiator that most guys don't have. You're going to need what Mark Manson calls the subtle art of not giving a You're thinking, why in the world would you want to be that way with the girl of your dreams? It's counterintuitive, I know, but hear me out. Every guy she meets makes it clear how much he wants her. What makes you any different? She's seen the thirsty dudes, the awkward dudes, the dudes that can't stop staring, and the suave debonair dudes. She's seen them all. What she doesn't encounter very much, if ever, is the guy who can take it or leave it, so to speak. You have a life to live, things to do. You're interested, but not overwhelmed. You treat her well, but you don't overstay your welcome, and you're not anxious or losing it if she has to go out of town for work or whatever she's doing to live her life. Your ability to care for her, yet not be overwhelmed by her presence, is the man that every woman wants. She's not quite so dangerous when you master this trait. Have you ever noticed when you go to buy a car, you tell the salesperson what you want, right? You want leather seats, 19-inch rims, Apple CarPlay, and a sunroof. You make the decision. You're choosing what you want. Now consider, have you ever noticed you don't really get pushback from the salesperson on what you want? They just try to make it happen for you. Now when you're getting to know your dream girl, you have to remember you are choosing to entertain her just like you're choosing the components in your car. You're choosing to be in her space. You chose her. She played a part in the decision for allowing the choice to move forward, but you chose her. It doesn't mean you own her, but it means you're in control of your situation. You know what you want from this interaction. You don't have to bow down or act awkwardly trying to get what you want. You don't need to become subservient. You chose to be who you wanted to be with, so act like you made the choice. A woman out of your league can be dangerous because she's intimidating to you. You have to remember that you made this choice, so her outfit and her body, as fine as it is, the amount of attention she gets, the money she makes, her friends, none of that is intimidating. So I remember driving an exotic sports car that I chose to drive. It was crazy fast and cost like half the price of my house. I got behind the wheel of that car and the guy I was riding with told me to push it as hard as I wanted, and I did just that. I wasn't scared of it. I wasn't intimidated by it. I had respect for the car, and I cared for it, but I made the choice to drive this car. I was in control, and the car responded to me, not the other way around. When you realize that being intimidated is a sign that you can't handle the choice you made, you'll realize you're in control of your relationship and nothing or no one can intimidate you. My man, it's easy to get caught up in her aura, her beauty, her body, her style, her walk, and all the things that come with dating someone that you think is out of your league. When you understand that you own the league and everyone who plays in it, you realize that the game is only what you make it. There's no danger of losing her, or worse yet, running her off, because you're not chasing her tail. The important thing to note is that you're not worried if you don't work out, because you realize your life is your life and you chose whether she's in it or not. When you're not overwhelmed by her presence or intimidated by her personality, she's going to quickly respect you, honor you, and silently think to herself, man, charisma, that's his superpower.